to the show where we talk about real film movies, which are both the same thing, but we'll talk about the news and reviews, any views on film and TV, and comic books too. We'd love to hear from you. We hope you enjoy it too. So subscribe to Real Film Podcast and Review.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Real Film Podcast, brought to you by There's a Podcast for That Productions, a community of bloggers, YouTubers and podcasters, including ourselves, the Fortnightly Forum, a podcast about pop culture and current affairs, and the Pixel Perfect Podcast, a podcast all about the world of gaming. In this 25th episode, I've gathered together with regular co-host Matt.
Hello.
And Chris, making his Real Film debut.
Hello.
To discuss the latest in film, TV, comics and gaming. Everyone good?
Do you think we should have gone for a pee before we started?
Yeah, am I right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But, too late now.
It's gone
Committed.
horribly wrong.
We've got some bottles. It's going to be fine. Do you want to introduce yourself, Chris, to new listeners or old listeners, because you've not been here before?
I'm Chris. I'm the host of Pixel Perfect Podcast, along with Rob and Mike. We talk about video gaming in pretty much the same way Real Film talks about movies.
That's about right.
So with no real knowledge or anything.
Or expertise, yeah.
Not for Rob's part, no.
Just very half-assed.
This is a complete reversal that I'm here and I know nothing about movies.
This will be good then. Do you guys want to hear the very important agenda that's vital to this show?
No. But I know you're going to do it anyway.
I'm going to do it anyway.
I do want to hear it.
The important agenda. Number 1 is the news. Number 2, we play the Box Office Showdown. Number 3 is Trailer of the Week. Number 4 is what we did and what we thought of it, so sort of our review section. Number 5 is our main topic. Number 6 is the 1-star Amazon review quiz. That is not here because Matt's not been bothered to do it. Number 7 is IMDB Trivia Quiz. Number 8 is Question of the Week. And number 9 is feedback, if we have any, which we do, so it exists. Sound good? Everyone ready?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I'm totally ready.
Edge of my seat.
So let's start then with agenda item number 1, and it's the news.
What's been going on in the news? What's been going on in the movie news? Well, that actor you like's done another thing. There's a few more reboots and a sequel too. And the other guy got caught with some cocaine. It's the news.
It's our weekly news roundup in which we each pick one piece of news we found interesting, then we talk about it for a bit. And as it's Chris's first show, I think we'll let you start if you have some news.
So you want me to start on a topic that's not movie related?
You could do TV or comics or gaming.
I'm going to punt for gaming. So this week, yesterday actually, the 11th of February, Steam Greenlight's replacement is being spoken about by Valve. We all know that. Matt, do you know about Steam Greenlight?
No. Tell me about Steam Greenlight.
I love how you pretend that you don't know, but you actually don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Tell me about it.
So Steam Greenlight is a platform for would-be developers to put up their potential games onto a wide electronic distribution platform, which people can then support through early access purchase of the games.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, see, that was my first impression until you go onto it and then realise people just buy like the Unity engine, buy an asset pack and sell it back to the public as a game.
Oh,
and there's been some pretty bad ones. We spoke about on our inaugural podcast, actually, Firefighters the Simulation and a couple of others. But this service was so bad and it got so much hatred that Valve have just gone, we'll just shut it down.
That's good. Kind of good.
Well,
less shit
good.
is good, isn't it?
Less shit to wade through.
Is usually good.
I just realised this is so much more X-rated than our podcast. I said shit in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're reasonably X-rated.
But yeah, they said, we're going to make a new platform and they're going to charge developers more money to get onto it. So hopefully it'll be a bit more of a filter to the crap we see.
Crap.
It's not natural for me to swear that much.
It is.
Whereas Rob's the opposite.
Fuck off. Oh, wait. Interesting news. Matt, do you want to discuss? We're not really Steam gamers, are we?
No, we can not discuss this. It's fine.
No, not so much. But it's.
I just feel like I don't have much to add.
I think it's a good thing to have.
It's a good way
I
to
think it's a good
stop
thing to have something that's allowing people. Yeah, definitely. It's, having a quality control almost thing there. Not just anyone can come along and do whatever they want, sort of thing. Definitely good.
If only the American presidential election campaign had that sort of policy, eh?
Hey, topical.
So let's go on to some movie news then. Matt's got some movie news, kind of.
Yeah, there has been a promo video for Avengers Infinity War, which is... We've not seen anything like this from Marvel before, which is kind of interesting. So if you've not seen it, stop the podcast, go and watch it. Okay, anyone that's not watched it is now back, and now you've watched it. So that's fine. It's kind of like a mixture of behind the scenes / almost a teaser trailer, but without any actual footage from the film, but kind of using previous footage from the last 10 years of Marvel films to build a bit of hype around it, even though we're still a long way off. But it got me really excited for it, actually, considering... I mean, I'm reasonably excited for it anyway, but it's kind of one of those films that I'm sat there going, yeah, it's going to come out, and I will go and watch it, and I'm sure it'll be good, rather than now I'm actually kind of going, oh, this kind of built up a bit more expectations for me now.
When is Infinity War out, actually?
2018,
good.
I think.
There's no point getting excited just yet, then.
No, but that's what I mean. It feels like a strange time to do it, but they have just started shooting, haven't they, I think, in January,
but what was also interesting was that...
started filming for it.
They haven't really confirmed the cast, have they, properly? So, just having Chris Pratt there and...
No. Oh, yeah, it kind of...
I know people have kind of confirmed it. But now it's we knew they were going to be in it at some point, but kind of seeing... There was a cool Facebook video that I think it was... Robert Downey Jr. was on it, and it was Tom Holland filming it. And Robert Downey Jr. was like, oh, we need to go now because we can't give anything away. And then Chris Pratt just walks in to go and chat to Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. is like, move the camera.
That's pretty funny.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's some concept art as well, which looked pretty good. There's a concept picture of Tony Stark with all his armor and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was interesting what Kevin Feige was saying in it as well about Thanos and how, the expectations on that character as they've built to him since the first Avengers film, and they've got to give, the fans kind of a payoff that's been coming for 10 years, which, you'd hope that they'd know the expectations of it, but it's kind of nice to hear him go, yeah, we know how big this is and how much people kind of are relying on this to be a really good film.
Well, at least with Marvel, we know the payoff will be really good.
Yeah, at least we know they know what they're doing. DC.
Yeah, but the only thing you could have with Marvel is that if they play it too safe, that's my worry, that they'll do it and then you just sat there going, yeah, that was good, but I've waited 10 years for...
That was just my opinion of Civil War.
It was what? Safe?
Yeah, I was to a certain extent.
But Kevin Feige's explanation was they had to split the group up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they should have split the group up, but I think they left it too nice.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd have had them further apart than they were at the end, because, I've said this before with the bit where, Steve sends Tony the note. Tony sat there reading it, and how I read it was he's going, oh, I'm not happy now, but in 6 months' time, I'll be fine. Whereas I felt it should have been left if Captain America comes into the room, Tony's just going to try and beat the crap out of him again, which I felt like it wasn't left like that. But
I disagree, but that's
just
fine.
Me. I know you do. Yeah, but which one of us is the filmmaker here that can read into these signs?
Shall I do my news then? I'll do my news then.
Yeah.
My news is Variety, the magazine, are reporting that the initial article said, the Batman has found its director, and then it the first sentence is, Matt Reeves is in preliminary talks to join up on the Batman, which is not the same thing. But so this is a guy who did all the new Planet of the Apes films.
I love them. They're actually really good.
They're really good films. So, and it obviously shows that he can work with a massive studio as well.
I have one bugbear with that though. When I bought the Blu-rays, subtitles were not enabled and I couldn't get them to work. So I watched the entire movie with apes talking and I had no idea what was going on. Still a good movie.
You can infer things.
Well, I watched it a second time with the subtitles and it was a totally different storyline.
Oh,
Why is he having
Get
sex
it
with his
now.
mum? Oh, that's not his mum. That's why.
Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty good news.
Yeah, he's done. That is good news. He seems to be a good director. He's, with Planet of the Apes, he kind of showed that he, could work within a franchise, but also do his own thing with it. He revived Planet of the Apes after the Tim Burton affair and everything. So I think that's encouraging news. I think he's done a great job with those films. So, and obviously they're quite dark as well, aren't they? The newer ones. So tonally it could be quite like a good thing to have for Batman. I think
pretty good. It's better than. I think it's pretty much better than everyone else on the list. Who I saw. I think they had Matt Ross, who's a Captain Fantastic director. But he's not really done anything else.
Yeah.
So
he's done this one small indie film. You can't really, no matter how much you like that director, it's a big thing
and he had
to
a
put
load
on
of
their
those like
shoulders.
generic action directors. Well, I just thought we don't need this for the Batman.
Yeah, we want someone that's going to do something interesting.
You've got Nolan to live up to. Don't just hire a generic.
With it.
You just need someone who appreciates the material rather than someone who's in there to make a good action movie.
That's why I was really excited about Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck is genuinely a really good, creative guy. All his films have been he understands how to make a film.
It's I would love to see. I don't actually see. This is where I'm going to share the gaps in my knowledge. Who directed Deadpool?
Tim Miller.
Okay, Tim Miller.
It's like getting
Tim Miller.
Ryan Reynolds to direct Deadpool.
I'll Google it.
That I feel like that person is so invested in that character that they wouldn't screw it up.
Yeah. But there we go. Matt Reeves probably as good as we could hope for. At least it's not fucking Zack Snyder. So, could be worse.
Yeah, exactly. Although, to be fair, it should be
me. Should we all hand in
my Batman film?
Yeah.
Would be awesome. Can we start a petition?
See if you can beat Zack Snyder's position.
Yeah. See if we can get some more votes than that. To be fair, everyone that just hated Batman v Superman would probably vote for it. So
try it. Let's do it.
Would actually.
Hashtag Matt
right now.
Mattman.
Hashtag
Mattman for Batman.
Yeah, Mattman. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Agenda item number 2: the Box Office Showdown.
It's the Box Office Showdown.
Can't look at this. You've got
I've got to look away from the notes.
So this is where I have to ask you guys what a film has made in money this week. So this is... Matt doesn't have any idea either. So this is from last Friday to this Thursday.
So using my iPhone is banned, right?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm going to start with the top of the charts. According to Box Office Mojo, Matt will love to hear this, is
50
Split.
Shades.
The latest,
Split still. Jesus
50
Christ.
Shades came out Friday, Matt. It's not part of this, is it?
What's Split?
Okay, no.
Is the M. Night Shyamalan film with James McAvoy.
That's how amazing that was. I haven't even heard of it.
It's top of the charts. How much money has Split made? Matt can go first. So to give Chris the advantage.
I'm going to say... I can't remember how much I said last week because it was on last week's one as well.
It wasn't last week. Still at the top.
Yeah. 45 million.
It's gone big.
Have we gone big? Have we gone really big?
All right,
if it's at the top,
I'll throw it. I'm going to go for... What did you say, 45?
Yeah.
50 million.
It's got even bigger. And Matt wins is 19 million.
Is that it? How's that at the top?
It's a slow week. It's a slow week. It's nothing out, is it?
Slow week. Very slow week indeed.
What should I do next? Let's do Resident Evil.
Oh,
the final chapter.
Damn it!
Can I just say?
Goes first.
Can I just say how bad this film looks? I've seen parts of it at work. It's so loud, and the action is terrible, and everything's just dark, and it's shot really badly.
Now, see, I love Resident Evil as a franchise. Resident Evil 7, amazing game, and I love Mila, but...
I've not seen any of the other films. I've just seen bits of this one and gone, you can't tell who's who or what's going on or anything, but that's beside the point.
You need to see the others, but I wouldn't advise you sit through them. Just play the games, wet yourself, it'll be fine. Actually, that's a Let's Play I should do with you guys. Make Matt play Resident Evil 7.
Make him cry.
Yeah,
I would cry.
see if he can wet himself on camera.
Bring spare trousers.
I'm going to shoot for 14 million as a guess.
I'm going to say 3 million.
7 million.
Oh,
7 million. Oof.
Matt just about takes it.
That's still more than I think, because not a lot of people are coming to watch it, really, but...
it's really a cult film, isn't it? You need to be invested in it to care.
Yeah, at this point,
I am not,
you can't
and
just,
I don't.
Yeah, you can't just dip in and out.
Next up, 2-0, is Rings.
What the fuck is that?
I think it's a horror thing.
Yeah, it's the sequel to The Ring.
Invented Ring. More than one ring.
Ring.
Yeah, that
Call
ended
it
well for
Rings,
Sauron.
yeah. 7 million.
3 million.
It's Matt again. 16 million.
Jesus, how is that beating Resident Evil?
I know.
This is based on
God.
American dates, so the dates might be slightly different.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I'm thinking that I had that problem last week with Sing, didn't I? Because it came out
fell
in the
for
UK. It had just come out, so I went at about 60 million. It'd been out in America for about 3 months. So.
Was it not about the time Matt said 100 million?
Oh yeah, what did you say? 100 million.
I can't remember, but it's terrible.
It was like opening weekend, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Most films make about 8. Well, a good film makes 80 million in an opening weekend." And this, I can't remember what film it was, but it was a really bad film.
It was. Next up, we've got two. I'll give you a clue. They're two low. What's the word? Grossing films. That's the one. That's what you're here for.
I'm your dictionary.
Let's go for The Space Between Us, which I have not really heard of, but it's one of the new films out this week, so that's why I went for it. Don't really know what it is, but it's Chris to go first, or is it Matt?
It is. No, it's Chris.
£500,000, dollars, whatever the currency is.
Dollars. If that makes a difference.
$500,000.
To add a bit more. It's about the same now, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're both a bit shitter.
1.5 million.
$5 million.
What?
It's not bad for a film like that. We've had so many empty screenings of it.
I've not even heard of it.
Early in the morning. It looks okay. It's like a coming of age. It's about a kid who lives on Mars. Like it's like I think his mum was one of the first people. Like she's part of the first people to go and try and colonize Mars, and she gives birth to him on Mars, and she dies giving birth to him. And then he wants to go back to Earth and find his dad. So he goes back to Earth, but he doesn't know how to like interact with people or whatever. But somehow he's talking to this girl via some kind of messenger thing who lives on Earth, and she just thinks he's weird because he's like, I live on Mars. And then he goes and finds her, and then she still thinks he's lying, and she helps him find his dad, and they have a relationship, something like that.
Good stuff.
I'm just working out the timescales of her being pregnant and then the flight to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't, because I caught like the start just as she was talking. They were just about to go to Mars, and I was thinking, I'm pretty sure, inter-crew relations on the flight to Mars probably weren't allowed. Plus, did the dad come back? Or,
that's why it's sexy, Max. It's forbidden.
You have to watch it. You have to watch it and find out.
Hang on a minute. So, the journey to Mars is it's about 150 to 300 days, depending on what spacecraft you use.
Yeah.
So, did they have sex the night before she went, or?
Yeah, maybe. I'll go and watch it and find out, shall I?
I can't imagine an embryo would fare particularly well in space.
Well, no, because you need polarization of the cells. Yeah. It needs gravity.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Come on, guys, get this sorted. This is why.
This is why you've got two scientists here.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah. This is why your film only made $5 million this week.
Yeah, you dickheads. Yeah. Next up, another film about separated people from their parents, which might be what you just said. I wasn't really listening. It's Lion.
Lion.
Been out for a while. Got a few award nods.
Yeah, old people like it.
All people are loving it. Dev Patel, Slumdog Millionaire.
I'm going to say 1 million.
I'll go for 5 million.
Oh, 6 million.
6 million?
Oh my God, I got a point.
Stop the sweepstake.
I got a point.
Yeah, 4-1. Clean sweeps out the window, Matt. Unlucky.
Oh, no. I'm disappointed.
What a guess.
Consolation point.
Still, it's nice to get a clean sweep.
Thrilling stuff.
Jeez.
Let's move on. Number 3. Trailer of the week.
What is the trailer of the week?
It's Iron Fist.
I've not watched it, but...
Oh, you absolute bellend.
Watch it now while we talk.
Watch it now and you can talk over it.
I'll put it on silent.
Just put it on and you just talk over it quietly.
Right. When you put it on, just imagine a voiceover by Batman.
Oh, right. I've just realised anyway, I've got my headphones in, so I can actually watch it without disturbing the recording.
You can indeed.
There we go. It's the technology for you.
What is this, the 21st century?
Yeah. Oh, my computer's crashing now. My computer's so bad.
There's also a promo, not trailer thing, but like a 2-minute snippet on my Facebook feed today.
I'm Danny Rand. I've been away a long time.
Are we just going to talk over it?
Yeah, we can talk over it.
Okay, he's looking at some skyscrapers.
Oh, synced up. Let's go through it.
He's been away a long time, apparently.
He's kind of like a mix of Arrow and Batman, isn't he?
He looks like Matt McConaughey.
Yes.
I'm done.
He does. Oh, bit of action.
Some cool martial arts.
Danny Rand, back from the dead. Why'd you wait this long to show up? How the hell did he learn martial arts?
And that weird scene in Spider-Man. Do you know the Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. Because there's a weird bit in the plane with that, isn't there, where his parents die in a plane crash.
Who is it? I don't know. I can't
Is that
remember.
Faramir?
Is what Faramir?
What's his name? David
David Wenham.
Wenham?
Yeah.
Where?
Wait,
Give it a minute.
that guy on the right.
Danny, what happened to you?
Him.
Oh, it might be actually, yeah.
Some bad people have gotten out.
Here it is, isn't it?
Criminals.
Yeah, it is. It's Madame Gao as well, isn't it, from Daredevil?
They can do. To fight
Yeah.
them, we need someone with special skills.
I'm liking the rap music.
I've been training my whole life for this.
Yeah, it's actually done well, apart from in some contrast to the Assassin's Creed
Hey,
weird
hey,
raps.
hey.
The rap in those trailers was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's time.
There she
Been
is.
training his whole life for this.
I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
Ooh, the final defender.
He's arriving.
He is arriving.
The change is coming, Danny.
He's doing some proper like power poses, isn't he?
Yeah, that bit
This
with,
trailer.
where there's a fight in a cage
Yeah.
with, I have no idea who she is, but she beats the crap out of a load of people.
I am the Iron.
Oh, okay.
What the hell does that mean?
Everyone here's
Some
got curly
sword
hair and a
fighting.
beard.
In fashion.
You need to, eat the crust of your bread.
True.
Now, right, when it says I am the Iron Fist, it just sounds like a really bad porno. Like, to me, watching
It
that,
does a bit.
as not a bigger Marvel fan as you guys, I'd imagine, to me, that just seems like I've watched a trailer for a New Age Batman. Dead parents, knows martial arts, went away for a long time, comes back, beats up people.
Has a company. His
Has it-
parents
yeah.
are rich. Yeah.
So it's Marvel's answer to Batman.
Well, a lot of superheroes have dead parents.
Yeah,
That's kind of a defining trope
isn't it?
of superheroes, yeah. Well, my parents are dead. That means I hate crime and need to kill everyone.
I'd say it looks interesting.
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
Supernatural, bit more supernatural. I know
Yeah,
Jessica
yeah,
Jones and Luke
definitely.
Cage are both supernatural, but
They're kind of like real worldy supernatural.
they're kind of like,
aren't they?
yeah, like scientists, like Captain America sort of.
Did you? Okay, I'll throw it out there. I didn't like Jessica Jones or Luke Cage. I tried it and just couldn't get into it.
I enjoyed them both. I'll talk about it in a later section of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed them both. I'm quite excited for this. I think it looks pretty good.
I think that's good.
The main guy's good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
There's a
Seems
generally like just a great like the Marvel Netflix films have such a great like production value
Yeah,
that they're just kind of they just look like films as
good. Yeah,
opposed
they
to
look. They don't try and outdo their budget. they're kind of written to go, we've got this amount of budget, what can we make look good on this, rather than Doctor Who that just goes, oh, we'll do some bad CGI on that, it's fine. Whereas this is, I don't think they'd try something that was going to look bad just for the sake of, it having a big finale or whatever. I think that's what's kind of clever about them. They found more interesting ways to make it rather than just going, oh, let's, put some bad CGI in there or something because it's TV, so no one will care. Like you say, they've made it look like a film and feel.
Yeah, I
like
must say
film.
that's my only complaint of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on AMC. It's just a little like Netflix have done so much with the sort of lesser known superheroes, and I say lesser known, but like they've done so much more with the content.
Yeah, no, they have. Yeah, definitely. But it looks pretty good. The bad guy looks like it's going to be. This is kind of going to be the one that ties everything together, I guess. Like in Daredevil season 2, we got a lot about the hand, and it looks like we're getting more of that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Madame Gao's there, little Chinese lady who has a lot of power.
Yeah,
so she's probably going to be.
That's good.
Hopefully, find out what's going on with her, because there's like one bit, isn't there, where she punches Daredevil? Is it Daredevil? And he's like, and that's not really explained at all.
I think so.
And then she crops up in season 2 as well, but we don't really know what she's doing or.
No, she's got like a drugs trade or something, hasn't she? And that's kind of all we know.
That's all we know. Looks good. Let's move on then to our review section of what we did and what we thought about it.
Guess we went to the cinema this week. We saw some films and we watched some Netflix. Listen up to our ill-informed opinions and then go and see it all anyway. Because who knows, not us, but we'll rate it anyway.
What did you do this week, Matt?
This is awkward because I've not really done anything.
Oh, good. We'll keep it snappy then.
Yeah, no, I've going back to games. I played some of the For Honor beta.
So good.
It's really good. I'm really bad at it, so I don't know if I will get it because the mechanics are really, really cool and there's a lot of ways to do it, but I was just getting owned every single match and I felt really frustrated by it.
Get good.
That's what I mean. I really want to get good at it, but if I don't get... Oh, it ends today, doesn't it? That's my problem. Like, I felt like, if I don't get good by the end of it, I don't want to spend 50 quid on it and then have a game that I'm really bad at and I just get beaten up all the time. But
that's literally every game you have, Matt.
I'm a minute at games.
Dark Souls.
Challenge accepted.
I'm great at Dark Souls. I own that Knight of the Boreal Valley. Easy.
Vault.
Bossed him.
Is that the first one?
No, not Vault. The other one, like the one that's just before the bonfire, and I killed him first time. He's not like a boss.
So it was really demoralising. I went on.
I can't remember.
I was trying to beat the first boss in Dark Souls 3 when I bought it, and I went, "Oh, screw it! I'm going to rage quit this." Went on YouTube. I was like, "How to beat this boss?" And the first video that came up was like this 6-year-old girl that just beat it first try without trying. I was like, "Well, I'm not playing this game anymore."
Just emasculating. Yeah, but I've played that. It seems quite good. I think if you're good at it, then it'll be a fun game. I think if you with someone that's of a similar skill level to you, it can be really fun because it's kind of there are more than one-on-one matches, but when it's like you kind of fight a one-on-one style, kind of sword fighting, and the mechanics are really interesting, and you've got to kind of tactically play it rather than just running in, swinging your sword. And if you're with someone of a similar skill set to you, it's really good because you like exchange blows and you're both down to low health, and the next one who hits, is going to win. But I just got some people that were so much better than it than I was, and I didn't even get a shot in. I was like dead in 2 seconds, just going, what just happened there? But it seems quite cool. Seems like a good game.
Shame.
Yeah, shame that I'm rubbish at it.
Feel my heart bleeds for you.
Yeah, it should do. I want to play it, but
we all know you're going to buy it, Rob.
Maybe. I've got Neo to buy, actually.
Yeah, I want Neo. I want Neo as well, yeah.
Which I want to get, so...
Yeah. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've done, apart from work.
That's it. Bye. I'm out.
Work and just cry at the sad state of the cinema world. How many people came to watch 50 Shades of Grey on the first day it came out.
Like, just
Actually,
watch
I
porn,
wanna
man.
ask
Just go and
this.
watch porn.
What is the weirdest thing you've had to clean up after a 50 Shades movie?
Oh, I've never had anything too weird. Although, kind of damp napkins, you try and stay away from. You don't touch them with your hands. You sort of sweep them up a little bit.
Moist.
Can you imagine it'd be really
napkins.
awkward if you walked in and found a cucumber?
Oh yeah, someone did.
Yeah.
Someone did in the first one. Found a cucumber.
Oh, no.
Just take a battery-powered synthetic male appendage rather than...
Someone found one of them
It's
as
a lot
well.
cheaper, though, isn't it? And it's multi-use. You could eat it afterwards. Put it in a salad, couldn't you? Well, as long as you keep the cellophane wrapper on, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, but the cellophane wrapper would be really scratchy.
Yeah, you won't want that.
Come
You
on.
want that up, yeah?
Yeah, it's more the fact when you walk in, it's just really, really warm, which is just odd. I think this is
It's all the menstrual cycle sinking, man.
It's all the menopause.
Yeah.
We got two.
It's all the hot flushes.
Yeah, we got women yesterday. Was as kind of to encourage people, we're selling little bottles of prosecco. It's only sort of one glass, but they're £8.99. Two women, and it is quite a nice prosecco actually.
I must admit, I'm from the south, and that's expensive.
Yeah, and two women spent £70 just on these bottles of prosecco.
Were they drunk before they came in?
No, I don't think they were.
I hope so.
No, they weren't. They were sober and spent £70 on. I mean, that's a good few decent nights out. That is £70, but you just spent it on 2.5 hours.
What's a night out?
Crap
I haven't been on one of
porno.
them in years.
Yeah.
Too old for that.
Who knows?
Yeah, we got 800 people pre-booked for the first day of 50 Shades, which for which is
All right.
for people that don't really have a gauge on what a cinema usually does. That would be what we'd expect for like an opening night of a Star Wars film. Maybe a bit more for an opening night of a Star Wars film, but that's a film with pedigree and actual class. And
Do you reckon people would just go and see it because it's so bad?
no, you don't even get that with 50 Shades. You just
No,
get
people are quite
really,
excited about it,
really-
aren't they?
Yeah, people are genuinely really excited about it, and it's worrying that that's what. Like, this is the busiest weekend we've had in years, and we've had the most staff on I've seen as ever have on for a film that.
I'll tell you what, when the movie
it's
comes on,
just-
they should just stop the movie, put up a 2-minute advert for Brazzers,
Yeah.
and just give everyone a free trial in the cinema and just say, go home, don't watch this movie.
home.
Hand out some Kleenex on the way out.
Yeah.
Or it'd be more awkward if you got handed lube on the way in.
Yeah. Good.
Complimentary lubricant with your ticket.
Didn't we did that Survival of the Fittest, like 10k, Matt, and they gave us lube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to put on your
that was
nipples. Is it
weird.
to put on your
It was-
nipples?
No, it's Durex.
No,
like
it was
his and her.
sponsored by Durex.
Yeah, it's still a bit weird though, isn't it? When like
It was pretty weird,
16-year-old
yeah.
sister's doing it, and it's like, here you go, here's some lube.
Yeah.
And mum's there, it's like, this is weird.
Like Vaseline for your nipples, I can understand, but
no, it's proper Durex. Like, yeah, no, odd,
Yeah.
weird stuff.
just stop halfway
Weird stuff.
through. for-
Weird stuff. Let's get back on track.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing this week?
Do you want me to go?
Well, mine's just really short.
You can go first then.
I've been binge watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Netflix.
Oh, is it on Netflix now?
Yeah.
I know it's on Comedy Central. Didn't realise it was on Netflix.
Yeah, I've just spent the weekend doing laundry watching that.
Wow, you're so old.
I have been playing games and recording footage for the next few episodes of the podcast, but nothing major.
It's a good show.
Grown up life.
Is it still good, or is it a bit shit?
What, my life?
No, that also, but also Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's because I grew up with it.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. I don't want to revisit it in case it's shit.
No, it's only shit when they change Aunt Viv.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Do you remember that? She
Forgot
just
they did
changed and no one knew why. But was it
just get
James
in it.
Avery?
Yeah,
Is that his name? I watched it and I was in the back of my mind something was wrong, and then I realised he was dead, and I was like, oh, I'm really sad now. So Uncle Phil was just
yeah,
so
forgot
good.
that, yeah.
But yeah, Will Smith when he was younger, he's about as skinny as me. It's fine. There's hope for me.
You get rips. You'll get like a ripped black guy.
I don't know if I can change race.
Michael Jackson did it.
No, but going blackface is racist.
Yeah. He went the other way.
Very true.
Yeah.
Go on then, Rob. What have you been up to?
I went to see the muchly anticipated spin-off from the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie. And so it's about Batman being Lego, basically. And obviously Will Arnett's back after his sort of role in Lego movie, sort of little tiny little cameo sort of role, in which he was hilarious, which was obviously like why they've justified making this whole film about him. The first like half an hour of this film is really funny because it's like a roast of Batman. It's like a parody of Batman. But then it just gets quite boring and quite tedious and becomes like a lot of people are really annoyingly saying that Will Arnett's like the best Batman we've had. And he's like better than Ben Affleck. And The Guardian wrote a piece saying, "Oh, Batfleck, step aside." And I'm like, no, fuck off. Go and read Batman.
Will Arnett is not Batman. He's
not.
got the voice for it.
He's playing a Lego character.
Yeah, he's playing a parody of Batman.
But to be honest, the Lego Batman film is not even that. That's what I was really looking forward to, this parody of Batman. That would be quite funny. And there's a lot of jokes at the start where they like make a joke about the Joker dancing to Prince. And there's a bit where he says like, "Wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts." Obviously, like a reference to Tim Burton's Batman. There's loads of funny jokes in it like that in the first half an hour, and then it just becomes this really generic, annoying, sappy kind of film about Batman being lonely. And every single joke is like, "Oh, Batman's lonely. He's got no friends. Oh, Batman needs to get a friend.
Maybe he should try not being a dick."
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. The character that Will Arnett plays is a dick, which makes him like quite hard to like and quite grating for 90 minutes. There's a lot of like funny jokes still throughout that, but there's so many jokes, and like 50% of them land and 50% of them don't.
So it's kind of like hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of like there's like a really annoying bit where Batman's like flopping around on the floor, being like, "No, no, 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 no," and it's just like it's not funny. Just it felt like it really missed like Lord and Miller, because they're so like sharp and so good at writing comedy.
Yeah.
I feel like this didn't really work without them. And I got quite annoyed at the joke. I just got quite like irritated, and the plot as well was really like Lego Movie was really sharp. This was just quite like dull and a bit boring.
Yeah.
But,
so, please tell me you get to see Batman's parents be killed, like in every other Batman movie.
Oh yeah, they make a big deal out of that, don't they? Obviously, but if you do that in Batman v Superman, it's a massive issue with the film. But if you do it in Lego Batman movie, then it's like really emotional. What's annoying me is that people are comparing this genuinely to a Batman film. And it's not a Batman film. It's really not. And that's really winding me up.
To me, that's kind of like comparing Small Soldiers and Toy Story.
Yeah.
They're two entirely different franchises.
It's irritating me. The only thing that makes this a Batman film is that it has Batman in it. But Will Arnett's Batman is not Batman. He's not even really a parody of Batman. He's just a...
I'm just trying to picture... Because I haven't seen this. I'm just trying to picture Bojack voicing Batman.
Yeah. He's really good. His voice is really good. And he's really funny. And he has some really funny jokes, but it's just I'm getting quite annoyed at a lot of the of people saying like cool, criticizing like Bale's performance of Batman, which is like and Nolan's Batman is so like he's explored the idea of Batman, the idea of a hero, like, so well, and people are then coming on saying, "Oh, Will Arnett's the best one." It's like, no, he's not. He's not even the best one.
No, in my head, Christopher Nolan's Batman is the closest thing in a live action series that gets so deep down to the core of who Batman is and what I picture him to be as well. Like, granted, we haven't got Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight Rises, but his depiction of the Joker is what I always imagined the Joker would be, not that shit that Jared Leto did. I want that.
Not a sex pest.
I want that 90 minutes, 2 hours of my life back.
Yeah.
So angry about that movie.
Don't we all?
Yeah, there's going to be a second one directed by the same guy because he's such a good job the first time.
There is one good thing that came out of that. There is a VR experience for it where there's a fight scene in an office. I can't remember which one it is. And Margot Robbie's got a 360 camera strapped to her, so you can see everything she sees and like how the stunts are done.
That's pretty cool.
Like from that perspective, it looks so fake. It's actually a really good watch.
That's cool.
Yeah, precisely.
Let's move on then. So I gave that 3 stars for average on the website.
Average. Yeah, I think it is a kid's film.
It is, but Lego Movie was really good and really clever. This just wasn't at all, which is a bit annoying. So I'll move on to our main topic of discussion, which is, in sort of light of the Iron Fist trailer dropping, the Marvel Netflix TV shows.
Come
as you are. As you were. Yes, I want you to be. There's a friend. There's a friend. There's an old enemy.
You think the four of you can save New York? You can't even save yourselves.
So, we've all watched... You haven't watched Luke Cage, have you, Matt?
No.
Nah, because you're racist. Chris,
no.
you didn't like Luke Cage or Jessica Jones.
No, not really.
Did you watch them to the end?
No.
No.
Why would I subject myself to something I don't like? Like going to the
True.
dentist.
My dad's a dentist. I take that very personally.
So?
Yeah, that's what I'm like with Luke Cage. I watched the first episode and then went, I don't really want to watch any more of this.
I mean, I wanted to like it because it's
point.
Marvel, but...
Yeah, I might watch it at some point, but...
I feel like it's not... Like, Daredevil's pretty amazing.
Great. Yeah.
The first two series of that has been really good, which is probably... But do you think the quality has dropped off since Daredevil? Progressively got worse?
Yeah,
that seems to be what people are kind of saying.
Because I enjoyed Jessica Jones. I did enjoy that. Like, there's a few like fillery bits, but generally I enjoyed that. But with Luke Cage, I just wasn't compelled to go and watch any more of it after that first episode. It didn't intrigue me in any way, and I just thought there's so much better TV out there that I could be watching.
But
I'm going to go and watch that instead.
There's also a lot worse TV that people are watching.
There is a lot worse TV, no doubt. But
no doubt.
It's like no. Speaking of good TV shows, I liked Luke Cage in Jessica Jones, but it was like nothing to do with his character or anything. I don't know, just something about the first episode didn't pull me in and make me want to go and keep watching, which is a shame. But you say it's gone downhill, but like Daredevil's season 1 was one of the best things of TV I've seen in years, so it's kind of only downhill from there.
I think it's because
kind of sustain that.
Like in Daredevil, they spent so much time characterizing him and his relationships to the people closest to him that I don't know. Luke Cage just tried. It just wasn't the same. It didn't engage as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Luke Cage. The first half of Luke Cage I thought was really good with Cottonmouth. There's like it's really good up until about the halfway point, and then it goes off the rails. And it's really good. Like the first half is good because it's all about him and like the city and stuff, and then it goes quickly to quite generic, annoying action superhero tropey sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is a bit disappointing. It's kind of the same thing that Jessica Jones does, where Jessica Jones gets to an episode and there's a bit where you think it should be the finale of the series, and then it just keeps going for another 3 or 4 episodes. You think just 10's fine, just stop at 10. And I think you can say the same about all of them, actually. All of them could always be about 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think that's the problem, is that they kind of... Like, I never felt like Daredevil, the first season of Daredevil was like dragged out too much, but it's kind of like maybe it could have been shorter, but I didn't feel like it needed to be at the time. But obviously they set like a precedent with that, didn't they? And then they kind of go, oh, well, they've all got to be 12 episodes now. You just think, why can't you just let the series be how long it needs to be to tell that story? It doesn't matter if it's 12 or 6 or 8, whatever. Just do however many episodes it takes to tell the story, and then go, cool, well, this is going to be an 8-episode season then, whereas the last one was 12. That's fine.
Well, they are doing that with Defenders, aren't they? And Punisher. I think both are 6 episodes.
See, that's good. They've gone, we don't need to... Because it's like you write the story and you go, okay, that fits into 8 episodes. Oh, but we need 12. All right, well, let's stretch this out then. That's what it feels like some of the Netflix Marvel things have been like, but nowhere near as bad as the Marvel TV stuff. So
DC TV
better
stuff.
than that. DC TV stuff. Sorry. Well, even Marvel to some extent with Agents of Shield.
Yeah, don't diss Agents of Shield in front of me, Matt. I will kill you.
I don't. I do like. Well, I haven't seen much the first season.
I'll do it.
I do
you
like
can punch
it.
me.
But...
Right. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is... I like it, but it's too drawn out.
Oh, it is, yeah. But
Yeah.
I still like it.
You're not punching him.
No, that's a fair,
Who doesn't love Coulson,
fair
though?
criticism. Yeah, it's Joss Whedon,
Yeah.
man. Sort of.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it. That should have been my news.
But mainly his brother.
But maybe
His brother.
Are you looking forward to the Defenders?
Yeah, I am actually. Is it weird that it's kind of the culmination of all these series is going to be in a 6 or 8 episode miniseries? Whereas you think this could be the one where they could drag it out more with 4 main characters, but...
Yeah, I don't know if I am looking forward to it or not, because I don't know if it kind of feels a bit forced to me that there are all these... I know it's obviously like based on the comics and stuff, but there's all these people that are all within 5 minutes of each other that have extraordinary abilities and powers and stuff, and they're all happening to come forward all at the same time. Whereas like the Avengers, they're kind of all over the place and they're all doing big spectacular things, so they're obviously going to know about each other. Whereas this lot are kind of more underground. It kind of feels forced to me. Obviously, it depends how they do it.
I think it's all going to be around
when it comes to the series.
Claire Temple, isn't it? Rosario Dawson's character.
Yeah, I think there's something about it that feels kind of like they've wanted to get here rather than they've started doing then gone, oh, should we get to the... Like, it'd be cool that, wouldn't it? In a way. That's kind of my only thing with it, that I don't want it to feel just like they put a team together, because that's the cool thing to do, and you can't just have these heroes separately.
I don't know. I think, from my point of view, as someone who's not a fan of like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, I mean, I would, if they were comic books, well, they are, but it seems like they're just doing not a crossover, but like to me, it makes sense in a comic book universe to do some like a 6 episode mini series.
Yeah, Matt, suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They are so grounded and gritty and stuff. It's kind of hard to when that's the style of it. I find sometimes.
So, keep talking for a minute.
Where are you going?
Oh, is he going to the toilet? I thought he was going out the window.
Wait.
Now's my chance to shine.
Yeah,
hello.
Get in the main seat. Hello, speaking to the main
So I've now taken over Real Film.
Does it feel good?
No, because I know nothing about the subject matter.
Is his chair warm? Is it suspiciously warm?
How did you know it is actually suspiciously warm?
I don't know. Is it? I was just joking, but now I'm kind of slightly worried that it is suspiciously warm.
All right, where were we?
Is he going to cut this? I don't know. We'll have to listen back.
No, you better
see
leave
if
it
it actually ends up in the episode.
Yeah.
When did you stop watching Luke Cage? What episode did you get to?
I only got like halfway through the first one. To me, it's not engaging.
Yeah, that's what I kind of was doing something else as I watched it. I watched 10 minutes and then went, I'm going to go on my laptop and do something else while I do this.
It's fine to have... I think it's one of those shows you do exactly that. You put on in the background and then you do something else on your laptop. Because it doesn't make...
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the target audience actually is, because I like to think I like comic books, but it's just not engaging.
Yeah, it's strange because you've got Daredevil who's, he's superpowered, but he's blind as well, and he gets beaten up a lot. Whereas Luke Cage is just they shoot him and he doesn't die, and you just think...
It's just kind of confusing.
Well, he's just going to walk into a room
shit, he's back.
Just beat stuff up. Oh, God.
All right,
he's here.
shall I fuck off now? Yeah. Oh, fine. Oh, damn. He stole my chair. Why is your chair so warm?
It's got a warm ass.
Yeah.
I'm worried now. He's closing the door.
Yeah, things are
going to
real.
get quite warm in here.
Real film. Guess what? Do we have anything else to say?
Don't know. Do you have anything else to say? You're bleeding.
I don't know what you said.
You're steering this
I'll
bus.
throw it out there to you two. Out of the main characters, Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones, who do you find most watchable? Not the best acted, not the best written show. Which character is the most watchable?
Probably Daredevil, because he's a white man. And that's all I can relate with.
Yeah.
And there we go. We've just solved our problem of
what
is the target audience. Generic white dude.
No,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, though? It
Yeah.
seems to be which character you find most relatable. Jessica Jones tends to, like, as my other half watch Jessica Jones, or a bit of it, I think.
I really enjoyed Jessica Jones. I thought it was really good. It's really good, like,
as well.
look at sort of, feminism, but not in like a really annoying kind of,
Not feminazi way.
genuine kind of like sexual abuse and like emotional abuse of women. It was a really like clever look at that.
That's what it
Yeah,
needs is
it was.
tact. Like a decently written story with.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. If you don't connect to it because of who the character is, then the writers haven't done their job properly.
But then to make a character like Jessica Jones appeal to everyone, that'd be a hell of a task.
I don't know. I feel like everyone should be able to relate to someone who's been through a terrible, traumatic event,
Actually,
regardless of what that event is.
Yeah, but like, how do we relate to Batman?
Because I'm awesome, also, and I fight crime at night.
No. We've discussed this on my podcast. You are not Batman. That is Mike.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
To be fair, your voice is better. Let's go with you.
It's not who I am underneath.
He's got a cold when he does that bit.
He's got a cold.
Yeah, he sounds like he's got a really bunged up nose.
Yeah, he
does
does.
that line.
I got you. You got a tissue.
Defines me.
Have you seen the piss take of that on YouTube?
No.
Where the guy there's a piss take of like someone dressed as Batman who's doing that voice, and the criminal he's got like tied upside down. He like Batman's threatening him and everything, and the criminal cannot understand him.
He's like, what?
Yeah, he's like, what are you saying? What? I don't. And then Batman just breaks and he goes, oh my God, you're Bruce Wayne.
So that scene in Force Awakens where Poe Dameron's like,
You shut the cat in here.
oh well, he'll figure it out.
Poor cat. Oh, wait, he's figured out. No, that's closing the door, cat.
Push not pull, cat, dickhead.
Yeah, idiot cat.
It's that scene in Star Wars where Poe Dameron's like, I can't understand you with all the mask and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's quite funny.
But then that's kind of like when I saw Dark Knight Rises, I was just sat in the cinema trying to watch Bane, and I had no idea what was going on.
Didn't he have to re-record that because it was actually inaudible the first time? So what did
Yeah.
it sound like the first time?
Yeah. There's still, must have watched that film about 10 times, and I still don't know some of the stuff that he says.
It'd be great if there was an option in the subtitles menu, subtitles Bane only.
Bane, yeah.
Yeah, true. So
Tom
who
Hardy
do we?
loves a good voice, though.
Tom Hardy has great voices. In everything he does, he has a great voice.
Yeah, he loves a good voice.
Back to Defenders. So we've got Iron Fist in March
Yes.
next month, which looks like it's probably going to tie into Daredevil, kind of. Or
Yeah, it feels like he's going
season
for a very
2.
similar tone.
I've got some questions
Another
later.
white man.
What?
I said another white man.
Another white man, another rich white man.
Yeah.
Bloody capitalism. But I've got some questions later for us to answer on the Defenders and stuff. So we'll save a bit of it for later. So number 6 is the Amazon 1-star review quiz.
When I buy a movie, I like to read reviews. Amazon's the place where you can pick and choose. But some people are stupid and leave real shit reviews. It's time to play the Amazon 1-star quiz.
It's not happening.
Do you want me to do one right now?
No, do you want to explain why you haven't done it, Matt, to everyone? Do you want to apologise?
Because
issue an official apology?
I've been cleaning up after middle-aged women all weekend. That's what I've been doing.
Right, should we move on to the next quiz then?
Yeah.
Agenda item number 7. It's the IMDB Trivia Quiz.
It's IMDB Trivia Quiz time. IMDB Trivia Quiz time. Quiz time. Quiz time. Quiz time.
How do you expect me to do any of these
So
quizzes?
this is pretty right. This is the quiz in which I pick an actor or film or something else like that, and IMDb have these little like trivia sections, and I pick 2 pieces of trivia and make one up, and you have to guess which one is the made up one and which one's the real one.
Oh, I can do this.
So it's all pretty random. My first person is, and there's a link as well between all the people and films,
All right. Do I have to
which Matt will get within like a second. But first person, Casey Affleck. He attended Columbia University, majoring in biology.
That's fake.
Number 2, he and his brother Ben Affleck have both had on-screen romances with Liv Tyler.
Ooh, lucky.
Number 3, he's best friends with his brother-in-law, Joaquin Phoenix. Gladiator. The emperor. The young emperor. In Gladiator.
Right, yep, got it.
I think the first one's false.
Yeah, I do too.
First one is false.
Ooh.
He majored in physics.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you judged him there, didn't you? Judged him.
Yeah, judged him.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I know he did that weird film with Joaquin Phoenix, so
yeah.
whatever that.
The one where it's like a documentary, but not really.
Yeah.
I've got a question. So, we all appreciate Arwen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How did something so beautiful come from Steven Tyler?
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a day I wake up and don't ask myself that question.
The first thing on your mind in the morning.
How did it happen? I do genetics. How did this happen?
You two both scientists. How did that happen? Science can't explain
one of the great
it.
mysteries of our time. Yeah. Person.
It's like I was going to make a joke, but never mind.
Do you want to joke, Matt?
I was just going to say it's like detoxing, Rob, isn't it? Just science can't explain it.
Yeah, it can. It's called your liver.
Boom.
No, but I mean juice fasting and detoxing.
It's bullshit.
That's just because science doesn't understand it. That's what they say.
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
It?
Yeah.
Amy Adams.
Who the fuck's Amy Adams?
Lois Lane.
Right, thank you.
She was born in Italy. She was a member of the US military, and she appeared in Smallville before becoming Lois Lane.
I reckon the third one's false. I can see her being in the military.
First one, she's too white and pasted to be born in Italy.
She was born in Italy. She was not a member of the US military.
Oh,
so well done, Chris.
Neither of us get a
she was born on a military base in Italy.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, and she was in Smallville.
By the way, Hattie's trying to sneak in here.
Please leave.
Oh.
Next.
Why is she not part of the podcast?
It's 2-1 to Chris. Next thing is Arrival.
I've only just seen this.
I'm going to see it again tomorrow, actually. Extended version.
I don't know why it needs to be extended, but still.
Well, bigger is always better.
Know.
Just ask that 50 Shades of Grey crowd, Matt.
Yeah.
Arrival. So,
tell me.
The director and writers created a fully functional alien language. Ted Chiang, who wrote the book, absolutely hates the film. And it was originally called Story of Your Life after the book, but they changed it after test audiences didn't like the name of the film. So it was originally called Story of Your Life, changed to Arrival after test audiences moaned about the name of the film.
Oh, now that seems completely legitimate, but I'm going to say that's false.
I'm going to say the fact that the writer hates it, because how could you hate that film?
And Matt is right. 2-2.
Oh, yes. See, how could you?
I've not got a tiebreaker. What he actually said was, I think it's the rarest of rare in that it's both a good movie and a good adaptation. And when you consider the track record of adaptations of written science fiction as this is almost literally a miracle.
Actually, one thing I have got to say about that movie is that the language that they use in it and how they discover it, it's kind of like using, I can't remember what the technical term is, like what language you speak determines how you see the world or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like counting in Japanese. Counting in Japanese, the way their language works, certain mathematical things are so much easier because their language does it for them.
It's really interesting. It's a really interesting concept.
Yeah. That's what I loved about it, that it wasn't just, they've watched us in the it was on the One Star Amazon review quiz last week, and one of the reviews I read, someone was going, oh well, they'll just watch us, and if they had that advanced technology, they'd be able to watch us and understand our language and stuff like that. And you just
shut up.
Not necessarily, because the way we communicate is unique compared to them. So
exactly. That's what I always hate films, when the aliens arrive and they've somehow got some technology that just allows them to speak.
Or they usually speak in a nice generic American accent.
Yeah, and you're just going, but why would they be able to? How would they be able to? They've evolved completely independently of
But the
Earth. in a completely
The
different
best part
way.
of that movie was, like, at the beginning of it, I called it that I avoided it for so long because everyone was like, it's so good, it's so good. I thought I'd be disappointed. But then I watched it and I called it within the first 5 minutes they're going to look like Cthulhu. And it was like, oh, wait. And when you see the bottom part of it, or bottom part of them, I was like, yeah, that's just, there's more to it than that.
Yeah,
I love as well how it's like your perception of language dictates your perception of time. It's like a really interesting concept.
But how it would have been interesting though, because I thought it was either going to be Cthulhu or something we wouldn't recognise as life.
Yeah,
something microscopic,
like
a I don't know, I can't remember what the name is, like a hive organism that we wouldn't understand at all.
Yeah.
It was pretty good though. Like, it was realistic to the fact that we shoot first.
It was our film of the year last year.
Yeah, it was.
That's why I didn't watch it, because I was like, oh, Rob likes it, it's probably going to be shit.
It's going to be shit. Anyway, 2-2. It's a draw, and I've not done a tiebreaker, so
I didn't lose everything. That's
so
always a bonus.
There we go.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner or a loser, whichever way you want to look at it. So,
Whatever your
agenda
life perspective
item number not 9, number 8 is question of the week.
The question of the week.
The question, which is my Twitter poll that I've done, and it says, podcast question of the week. What's the best Marvel/Netflix show? Please vote and retweet. Didn't really read that out, but. And 58% say Daredevil, 25% Jessica Jones, 11% Luke Cage, and 6% DC for Life. Spelt L-Y-F.
So that's about the grammatical extreme of the DC fans.
Yep. I'm a DC fan.
So am I.
So Daredevil on top, pretty much in.
That's pretty
in
awesome.
accordance with what we're saying.
Yeah. I think it's the best one, though, isn't it? So.
Worryingly for Netflix and Marvel, it kind of goes. Each new show is less good than the one that came before.
Do you think they just try and do too much, or they've done something once before?
I think Daredevil's just very.
It's unique.
Safe.
Just like,
it's not like. I think he's quite a safe hero. He's kind of just Marvel's answer to Batman. In that he's a guy that walks around at night, beats people up with his bare hands. He's got no any special abilities, apart from his own kind of strength and stuff. And he's made it his mission to stop crime. He's very similar to Batman in that sense. Whereas Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are quite different characters.
The thing is,
Jessica Jones is not a hero like. And they're both kind of reluctant heroes, which makes them, I guess, less appealing to people.
The thing is, if you were being approached by both Batman and Daredevil, I'd be way more afraid of Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Because he seems like he would kill you.
He's got functional eyesight.
And sonar.
And a cape.
Yeah.
That makes him more threatening, I think.
Capes are cool.
And gadgets. Daredevil doesn't do gadgets.
I agree that he's a bit more of a safe hero, but like I was still quite compelled by Jessica Jones' show. I know like some people probably wouldn't have been, but like Luke Cage I just wasn't interested in at all, which I don't think speaks about the character. I think it speaks more about the show from what I saw of it anyway than Daredevil. Like, because straight from the off I was like hooked on Daredevil, and I don't think it was because of any reason to do with the character. I think it was just, it was really exciting straight from the off, whereas Luke Cage, just something about it just didn't hook me in like straight from the off.
Because you're a massive racist.
Yeah, that's why. I just,
Actually,
what can you do?
There's something, what is it, that I saw online this week. Like, you brought up the topic of racism and, like, Luke Cage. Did you see that Netflix thing called Dear White People?
Yes,
I've heard
DVD.
about this.
And people were just like, I'm stopping my Netflix subscription because it's racist. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to be racist against white people because you can't really offend white people with racism.
Because we haven't been persecuted.
Yeah, exactly. There's no like.
We've had it
if someone
good.
calls me like a cracker, I'm like, okay, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no like context behind racism towards white people, so it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, no, that's stupid. But people, it's like men who complain about like feminism, and it's like, you're a man, obviously. Like, oh no, Star Wars has got a lead female character and a black man. Let's boycott it.
Yeah.
Why?
People like Piers Morgan.
Shut up. Let's go on to some feedback then. Yeah, it's just delayed. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's coming up. So again, let's do the feedback from Twitter people. So I've asked people for thoughts / questions for us on Netflix Marvel things. So we have a Hulk pod on Twitter said, do you think Iron Fist will redeem the Marvel TV shows following Luke Cage? Obviously, agree with you two that Luke Cage was not great.
No, it looks like it might really return into the Daredevil tone that I kind of like that a bit more. Because we were saying when you were at the room, like sort of with Luke Cage, one of the problems I had with him straight away was he's bulletproof and you can't really hurt him, and that kind of makes for it's just something about it. It's not very compelling. Whereas I don't know much about Iron Fist, but it seemed to. I know he's quite strong as well, isn't he, and everything. But this seems a bit more gritty again, like the fighting and stuff, rather than just like Luke Cage. The action just seemed to be he'd walk around, punch a few guys, they'd try and hit him, but bounce off, and then the fight'd be over. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I think it probably. I don't know. Iron Fist looks like for me it will bring the tone back up, like a bit more action, a few more relatable characters for the mass audience. I hope it does do well, because it'd be nice to have another Marvel Netflix series that I can watch without bursting into tears.
I don't think the Marvel thing needs picking up because I think they're all pretty good. Daredevil's the best, but I think they're still way up there with what's on TV at the moment. I binged through Luke Cage pretty happily because I really enjoyed it.
But were you doing anything else while you were doing that? Did you have your computer on?
No, I was pretty into it.
Had you been drinking?
Only at breakfast, but that's every day, so
Well, to get through life.
Yeah, get through life. What's happened? Next question then is at Nerds Chatting on Twitter said, "Who's the bad guy? Can't wait." Who's the bad guy, Matt? So we know it's Sigourney Weaver.
Thingy Woman.
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't know who she is. Yes.
You know who she is?
Yeah, but she's not the Chinese woman.
She's not the Chinese woman.
who also looks like she could be the bad guy.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be... I did look this up and I can't remember where I found it, but I think her character has not been named yet.
No.
But I think we know she's a villain. I'm guessing that she has some sort of ties to the Hand.
Yeah, that seems to be quite a recurring thing in these series.
I did do a quick search and I can't find what I did. And I thought of loads of characters that she could be, and I don't know where I've done it. But yeah, she's going to be a character linked to the Hand, I think.
I thought you were just going to say she's going to be a character.
She's going to be a character in the TV show.
And she will most likely be a villain.
I think she's been confirmed as a villain.
Yeah.
Your cat's going
this
crazy.
is the most disappointing answer to a Twitter question in the history of Twitter questions, I think.
So yes, Nerds Chatting, she will be a character.
Villain.
Probably a villain. It'll be Sigourney Weaver who's going to be the main one, I guess.
At least we know it'll be good. Like, she'll play it really well.
She'll be good.
Yeah.
Linked to the Hand in some way. Possibly Viper, maybe? Maybe. But I also think that there might be someone kind of... I reckon that the Madame Gao in Daredevil might be kind of above... Because she's kind of playing Kingpin as well, isn't she? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a whole network and someone's... or maybe Sigourney Weaver's the one at the very top of it.
Yeah,
and that's how they all kind of come together. Like, maybe they're all being played by... Maybe all the villains in each individual series is being played by... Particularly Daredevil. I think Daredevil... Because, like, all the other villains are kind of dealt with. Or they're not as kind of big. They're more personal villains in Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, whereas Daredevil ones feels very big, like organisation-y, sort of the Hand. And
but then if they set up Defenders off of...
I think it'll be
base it more off Daredevil than the others.
Be,
that'd be much better because you've got a bigger world that's already more developed than it is in Jessica Jones.
I think that's where... I think it looks like Iron Fist is probably going to build off that as well. Looking off the trailer, it looks like the Hand, or it's like ninjas anyway. Ninjas equals the Hand.
What TV show could not be improved by ninjas?
Exactly. So we don't know. She's going to be in it. She's going to be a woman. She's going to be a villain, maybe. Next question. Nerdify on Twitter said, do you think Iron Fist will get a suit? If so, do you think it'll be the traditional 70s style or something more MCU-ish?
Probably something more MCU-ish. They've not really gone down traditional. I mean, Daredevil's quite traditional, but his is quite subdued anyway, isn't it? It's not like Luke Cage is one in the comics.
I kind of like how they did the Luke Cage Easter egg, but you two wouldn't have seen this because you didn't watch long enough.
No.
But it's a bit where
No,
he
but
kind
I've
of
heard about it.
he kind of is wearing his traditional old suit and he's like, I look ridiculous or something, and then he kind of
Yeah.
which is quite funny. But hopefully they do something kind of cool like that. I don't think he'll get like some form of outfit, I guess.
Yeah,
But
he'll have something.
I
don't
think
think
it'll be
it'll be
more of a
updated job.
an MCU thing, because
Yeah.
if you do an old 70s style on current resolution like movies,
Yeah.
it just looks terrible. It was like Darth Vader's suit in Rogue One.
Oh, I look weird.
They used the original,
Yeah.
well, parts of the original. It looked terrible. So if you go back to like a 70s style in a modern day dark gritty thriller, I think it'll be more Flash styled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Bit more up to date. And finally, Team Cape and Cowl on Twitter says, who wins in a fight between all four?
Not the general public.
It's a deep question, deep answer.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Luke Cage probably, doesn't he?
I reckon Luke Cage because he's literally bulletproof.
Yeah, he like, what do you do to that guy to kill him?
Could shoot him in the head like Jessica Jones does.
He still got back up though, didn't he?
Yeah, but you could probably like
Spoilers.
poison him or something when he's unconscious, couldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose
Or drown
so.
him. You could
Force
drown
feed
him.
Something.
Oh, so if Iron Fist
Yeah, you
punches
could drown
Luke
him.
Cage, nothing will happen.
I don't know.
Is this like
That'd be
the
interesting. I have no
unstoppable
idea.
force meets an immovable object?
Possibly, yeah.
No, that's Batman and the Joker.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what like
Put that line in here, Rob. Insert the line.
What Iron Fist's like skill set is, because obviously they're kind of in this thing. They're kind of staying away from powers, so I don't know whether it's going to be like powers or like he's got magic. I don't know.
I reckon.
I don't know whether
right,
it'll be like they'll kind of pull it back a bit to make it fit in a bit more with.
I'll make a prediction that if ever it comes to a fight between those four or a scuffle or anything, at some point Iron Fist will punch Luke Cage and his fist will just stop and he will stare at Luke Cage going, uh-oh. Yeah, it'll be
That's
one of
what-
those
yeah.
cheesy ass TV moments where he punches him and then realises he's massively fucked up.
Like in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
That's not a bad shout, actually. That probably will happen.
Yeah, I reckon Luke Cage will do it.
Yeah.
Maybe. It depends. Are they all fighting like dogfight, like last man standing?
Yeah, is it to the death?
Hang on, which one ages the slowest?
I feel like Daredevil needs a handicap because he's literally disabled.
Yeah, he is literally disabled.
And he's the only one that doesn't have like superhuman abilities.
Yeah, he definitely dies first. I mean, he's quick.
I mean, he's
but-
great, but he's out.
Yeah, he's dead. Defo dead.
It's a blow to the head, really, isn't it, for him?
Yeah, Luke Cage, one
gone.
proper punch to the head. It's definitely
That's a
dead.
Fractured skull.
Yeah, definitely. Luke Cage.
but-
Luke Cage is going to win.
Yeah, Jessica Jones is kind of strong, but not bulletproof.
Luke Cage
Yeah.
can just sit on Jessica Jones and she'd break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke Cage, he's got it.
Do any of them age slowly?
I don't know.
Because you could just wait for the others to die.
Daredevil doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess Daredevil's got access to better healthcare. Actually, no.
True.
No, Iron Fist
he'd
would.
win it in a court of law, wouldn't he? If it was that sort of fight, a legal fight, he'd win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know you said Rand then, because I've been reading The Wheel of Time.
Danny Rand, that's his name.
Yeah, Danny Rand. I reckon he will live the longest. So Iron Fist wins
That's because he's the youngest.
because he's the youngest and he's got access to the best medical care.
He's got curly hair as well.
He,
He's healthy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he eats the crust off his bread.
Good nutrition. And that is the show. That's everything. That's the whole agenda. We did it, guys. Congratulations.
Can I go for a pee now?
Yes.
Yay.
Matt, where can people find us and you? Because I can't bother doing it.
They can find us on Twitter at @realfilmmovies. No, at @realfilm_movies. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on WordPress, where we have our reviews and some other articles and whatnot. Find us on SoundCloud and iTunes for this podcast. But you already listened to it, so I suppose you're already at one of those. Go and check the other one out. Leave us a review on there as well if you enjoyed this. And you can find us on YouTube, where we've got some Let's Play series of us playing Dark Souls and The Last of Us. And then there's some more video content coming up soon that I'm working on, which is going to be pretty cool. And if you've watched all that, listened to all that, then you can also go to the Fortnightly Forum podcast, which is on all of the same platforms, which is the podcast that I do with my friends that's part of our whole network. So, yeah, lots of stuff for you to be getting on with, listeners. Go and watch it, listen to it all right now.
Yeah, subscribe, leave reviews, helps. And we're also on Patreon if people want to give us...
Oh, I'm Patreon.
If you're going to give us like a tiny amount of money that you wouldn't notice if you lose, then do that. That'd be great.
The price of a latte.
Yeah, I'd say less than that. It's 50p if you want. I don't care.
It all helps.
It all helps. Tesco. Chris, where can people find you? Full postal code, please.
Full postal? No. Because people would put shit through my letterbox. Because I admitted I like Assassin's Creed. Yep, so you can find the Pixel Perfect podcast featuring Rob, myself, and Mike on Twitter. We are at Pixel Perfect Pod, removing the E from the word pixel. We're on Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, and obviously we are all under the umbrella of There's a Podcast for That Productions now.
Well remembered. I did not forget to say that at any point. I did at the start. I said at the start. I'll put the links to everything below. So you can just click on all links.
We're also on Patreon. Please help.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. We appreciate it.
YouTube.
And YouTube. I'll say it again.
Well, hang on. Hold. We're also on YouTube, where we've got 2 new series. One is called Under the Lid, where Mike and I unbox some popular tabletop games. And my most recent series is Pixel Perfect Plus, where I play and give first impressions of the PlayStation Plus games of the month. Sorry, Rob, I interrupted you. Carry on.
That's fine. I was just going to say thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Appreciate all the listeners, all the feedback that we get. It's really nice to know that people are actually paying attention to what we're saying. And if you really like us, you just leave us a review or something. That'd be great. But, whatever. We don't care.
He does care.
We do. I do.
But we do. We care so much.
Yes, so thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Well done, Matt.